Okay, I really don't have any idea how this is gonna go. It'll turn over. It actually wants to start. I need to go get some gas. Now I just cranked it and it sounded like it wanted to kind of start. It almost did and then it died out. Premium gas in it, about a gallon. Just trying to prime it up a bit. I think it's gonna go. I'm pretty sure I hear that fuel pump. Oh my God, it started. Oh God! Okay, so I'm at the lot now. Now I can talk as loud as I need to. Woo! This is a 1998 Mercedes sl500. It's got the 5.0 V8 daddy. Now this is kind of like, this is the first day, just getting her back. I paid a ridiculously low amount of money for this car. I don't even want to say it online because it might lower the value of these things long term. I got a really favorable deal on this one. Off top, all the tires are dry rotted. It's been sitting maybe like 7 years. I'm gonna guess 7 years. Initially this was supposed to be a junk car. It might still be. I'm not gonna say that it's, you know. To some, yeah, this is still a junk car. To me though, it's like something like this. I could be wrong for this. I could be wrong. But I can't, in my right mind, get rid of this car. I can't send this to the scrapyard. This is a piece of history. This is... I don't know. This is like... You just... It's like me taking that to the scrapyard. It's not exactly the same, but still, like, somebody is really going to care about this car. And all it needs is a little bit of love. She needs seats. She needs door panels. Actually, this one could probably be saved. The other one is like all warped because they left that window open. Needs a new steering wheel. Just needs a little bit of detailing up here. I think these visors would clean up. The radio, can't seem to get the radio to work. Wood grain is shot there in the dash, or in the center I should say. But the dash is all good. No cracks, nothing like that. 98,000 miles on this thing. It's got little storage space back there. I think that's kind of a favorable, desirable option. It's got the soft top, which is gone beyond repair. The windows are all gone. Literally, this guy has let this car sit for 7 years, plus or minus, and I put a fresh battery in it. This door is a little hard to open. I'm sure that this doesn't look good on the video, overexposed by the sun and everything, but this seat under this cover, it's gone, just ripped to shreds. I really don't know how that happens, because that's deliberate. But, alright, I'm going to flip the camera around, and I'm going to give you a little story on this thing. Little story time. So, Guy calls me up, says, I've got a 98 Mercedes, blah, 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 what will you give me for it? We go back and forth. This is like a 2-3 week process. Do you have the title? No, I don't have the title. He gets the title. Title has lien on it. You gotta get the lien satisfied, whatever. He goes through all his hoops, does what he does. We make the deal. I ask him, what do you know about the car? He says, all it needs is a battery. I'm like, yeah, everybody says that, because literally everybody says that. Oh, I parked it, all it needed was a battery. It never just needs a battery, okay? Let me just give that to you right now. If somebody says, yeah, all it needs is a battery, forget about it. It doesn't just need a battery. So he tells me that, I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. I've heard that before. So we agree on the price, whatever. I go to buy it. I again ask the guy, well, what do you know about it? What can you tell me? I've already handed him the money. He's already given me the title. I have the keys. Now let's, you know, all right. So he says, well, it was my dad's car, and when he stopped caring about it, he gave it to me. Now this was an older guy. This is not like a teenager that he got this car as a, no, he got this car later in life from his dad. And I won't, anyways. So gets the car from his pops, and he says, car ran great, never any problem with the car. But the convertible top started giving me issues. And this is a tall guy, and he had the hard top in the garage, but he's like, I couldn't put the hard top on because my head would hit the roof. So basically, once it started having problems with the soft top, he just parked it, put it in the driveway, or so he says, and parked it. Forgot about it. Said, I'm done with this car, don't want to put no money into it, blah, blah, blah. Then, personally, my opinion is that he did have a cover over it when it was first parked. Maybe the wind blew it off, maybe he took it off at some point, I don't know. But then the cover inevitably was gone, and then the soft top started to really deteriorate, stuck in the sun, you know. Apparently he left the window down too, so that's fun. So he tells me, again, like I said, yeah, man, drove it where it is, that kind of thing. Only problem at the time was the soft top. So I buy this car, as you can see. I load it up on the trailer with the winch. I get it over here. And when I'm going to take it off the trailer, I say, I just have a stinky, like, oh God, it smells, you know. I've got a stinky suspicion here that this car might run. I felt it. So I threw a new battery in it, and it's cranking, and it's cranking, and it's cranking, and it's cranking good. Like, it sounds healthy. And even so, to the point where it's like there's no gas in it according to the meter. And it's like it's like it really wants to go. It wants to go. But it's not firing. So I'm like, let me stop. Let me run and get some gas. I ran to the nearest petrol mart and got some premium, threw it in there, about a gallon's worth, primed it a bunch, you know, cranked on it a bit, it was firing a little better, shut it off, primed it a few more times, you know. Man, this thing fired right up. It literally runs. It runs and drives. I drove it off of that trailer. So I'm assuming it's gonna need some work because it's been sitting. It seemed to have a little bit of a misfire. I don't know. First things I want to do is like fuel filter, and then I don't know. We'll see where she goes, but I need to just figure out what I have here first. Everybody is saying, or people online, not everybody, but they're saying that the 1998 is the last year that Mercedes had these engines hand-built. So we're talking a guy sitting there, you know, balancing every rod and machining it. We're talking handmade in Germany, baby. So this is gonna be like one of those cars that's well sought after. People are gonna want this car. It's gonna be worth some big money one day. And in fact, right now, at the time of this filming, a good, decent one, you know, nothing in crazy good condition, but nothing in bad condition. Just a run-of-the-mill, decently taken care of, runs and drives, example. This car is like 8,000 to 10,000 right now. That's like totally fair, on market. Once you get into like really low mileage, really clean examples, then you can start talking into the higher figures. And then if you're doing a lot of research on these cars, you know the sl500, which has the V12 engine, those are very rare, so those are big money. But the V12s, I don't know anything about these. I'm just kind of getting into this Mercedes. Years ago, I had I think it was an 1983 Mercedes 300 SD. I'm pretty sure that's what it was. It was a turbo diesel, 5-cylinder with an OM617. And I regret so much that I had to sell that. So anyways, maybe this is that car kind of revived in a way. I still want another diesel Mercedes, but yeah, so I'm not a Mercedes expert by any means. I just read as I have them. And so anyways, this car is kind of cool. I would really like to save it. Stay tuned. Herring Auto Mall. You can find me at herringautomall.com. We're on the corner of, let me just give you the address, 3001 North 34th Street, Tampa, Florida. Call or text me at 813-440-7769. Normally I'm doing videos on cars that I have for sale, but I also do, you know, how-to videos if I'm fixing stuff, or it's just kind of like a automotive vlog at this point. But anyways, consider subscribing if any of this interests you.